Hi. So, just for fun, I'm going to read you a book that me and my grandsons love. Lewis is 11 and finds it hilarious, and Charlie is 5 and finds it hilarious, but both for different reasons. And it's by Lauren Childs. She's an amazing author if you've not read any of her stuff, and it's called We Honestly Can Look After Your Dog. And you might have heard these are the Charlie and Lola stories, but we think this one is hilarious. I have this little sister. She's small and very funny. At the moment, Lola really wants to have a dog, but Mum and Dad say she can't because our flat is too small and Lola is too young to look after it. Lola says, "Say woof, Charlie." So I say woof. Then Lola says, "Sit." So I sit. And my cereal bowl is now a dog bowl. And she makes me a dog bed. Lola just loves dogs. A lot. One day we went to the park. There was me and my friend Marv, Lola and her friend Lotta, and Sizzles. Sizzles is Marv's dog. Lola loves Sizzles. And so does Lola's best friend Lotta. Lola says, "You ask." And Lotta says, "No, you." So Lola says, "Marv, can we look after Sizzles?" And Marv says, "Lola, do you know about dogs?" And Lola says, "Yes, I do. Everything." And Lotta says, "So do I." I don't think they know anything about dogs, do you? Lola says, "We know that Sizzles is a extremely very clever dog, and we know he can do really very good tricks." And Lotta says, "And if he wanted, he could absolutely roll over." Lola says, "And juggle. All sorts of things." Lotta says, "And paint pictures and speak English." Lola says, "And walk on 2 legs and dance." Definitely, I think. Lotta, "Do you know, I think Sizzles can do really anything." Marv says, "Sizzles is the cleverest dog ever anywhere. Watch this. Sizzles, sit. Sizzles, sit. 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 Sizzles!" While Marv is trying to make Sizzles sit, I see some of our friends playing football and I think I'd really like to play too. So I say, "We could just play one game, Marv." Marv says, "But who's going to look after Sizzles?" And Lola says, "Me!" And Lotta says, "Me!" And I say, "Well, it's only for a little while. He'll be okay with Lola and Lotta. I'm sure he will." So Marv says, "Okay, but you do know there are rules if you want to look after Sizzles. No chocolates, no cakes, and no sweets of any kind. Completely no digging, and no chasing birds, and no splashing in puddles. And definitely no taking him off the lead." Marv says, "Do you honestly promise to look after my dog?" Lola says, "Honestly, we do promise honestly to look after your dog." And Lotta says, "Honestly and promisedly, we do to look after your dog." Lola says, "Dogs must be stroked and patted." Lotta says, "To tell them we're their friend." And Lola says, "Playing is what makes dogs happy." And Lotta says, "And grooming makes dogs feel pretty." And Lola says, "Dogs must go outside and must walk." And Lotta says, "Otherwise, what is the point of their legs?" Then Lola says, "Lotta, I don't think you really do know about dogs like me." And Lotta says, "Lola, I really do know everything about dogs." Lola says, "But Lotta, I'm in charge." And Lotta says, "So am I." And Lola says, "We're both in charge, but I think that Marv said that I was a little bit more in charge than you. You see, Lotta, you must hold the lead like this. See?" Lotta says, "Oh no, Lola, you must do it like this." Oops. What's happened to Sizzles? Sizzles! Sizzles, where are you? Where are you, Sizzles? Sizzles, where are you? Lola says, do you think we've lost Sizzles forever? And Lotta says, I think he was sad, actually. And then Lola says, Sizzles! But then Lola says, oh no, there are 2 Sizzleses. See the other one poking his head out. And Lotta says, no, Lola, there are 2 dogs. There are only 1 Sizzles. And Lola says, but which one? And Lotta says, well, I don't know. And Lola says, the clever one. Sizzles can do anything, remember? Lotta says, yes, Sizzles can do anything. Lola says, Sizzles, sit. Then Lotta says, Sizzles, sit, sit, sit. And Lola says, sit, sit, sit. And Lotta says, sit, sit, sit. Then Lola says, look, it must be Sizzles. He's sitting. When me and Marv finished playing football, we went to find Lola and Lotta. I say, come on you 2, it's time to go. Lola and Lotta look a little bit fidgety and they both whisper, Charlie, we had Sizzles and we were looking after him. And then he sort of went for a walk without his lead. And then we couldn't see him anymore. And then we saw him. But he wasn't 1, he was 2 Sizzleses. And so we're not sure that Sizzles is Sizzles now. So I say, well, if you want to know what a dog's called, just look at the collar. See? Dog number 144, Sizzles. Owner, Marv Lowe, 5A, Crocodile Street. Then Marv says, that's his dog tag. It's got his name and address on it in case he gets lost. All dogs have them. And Lola says, we actually knew that, Marv. And Lotta says, all dogs, just in case they get lost. I say, yes, that's right, just in case they get lost. And Lola says, but Sizzles would never get lost. And Lotta says, no, he's a extremely, very clever dog. And Lola says, he can do anything. And Lotta says, he can do absolutely anything. I hope you enjoyed that story. We love that story. I love the 2 Sizzleses. Take care. See you soon. Bye.